Good evening. Welcome to Friday Live with Richard and
Paul.
We could call this. Oh God, he's so useless at taking a cue. We could call this
Friday Live.
oh, Friday Chat.
I
Would have
know,
been
but
more
it's
appropriate.
not. It's not chat.
Really?
It's not chat.
Yes. Say hello. Say hello if you're here. If you're watching, we know you're there. We know the 6 of you.
How do you know that?
Because it says there, look, 7 people.
That says 7.
Yeah, well, there's another person now,
Oh,
Paul.
right.
So
Okay.
say hi, so we know you're a human being,
A human
rather than a
being.
robot. Yes. Hello, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello. Welcome. Welcome, Kizzy. Lovely. Nice to have you here. It's Friday, 6 o'clock.
Doing
Paul,
noises.
stop annoying me. We're only 2 minutes into the show and you're already totally annoying me with making noises.
There's an interesting email just come in.
I'm sure it's not that interesting, Paul, really.
No.
Oh, it's us. Well, it's terribly interesting then, and absorbing and engaging. Just like this show.
Hi, Fran.
Hello, Fran.
From Israel.
Israel. Shalom. Shalom. How lovely. You love the shirt. Well, thank you very much. It's like a work of art.
Kizzy, do you like my shirt?
His is boring and checked. Hello, Jen and Monica. Vinny. Great. Welcome. So we're on the sofa in our usual positions because some people were confused the last time. They didn't know who was who.
I don't know why they were confused.
No, I don't know why they were confused.
Paul,
settle down.
I'm moving my cushion. Oh, that's better. My bottom was slipping off.
I look a bit
cushion.
bright. I look terribly white tonight.
Yeah, you look ill. Yeah.
I look white and milky and creamy. You look leathery and brown.
You look pasteurized.
Yes. So let's have a look at the comments just to check people.
I'm going to put my thing on to see if I can read the comments.
We both look smashing. Well, you're very kind. Thank you. Hello, Rob.
Look what Linda's
welcome.
Oh, no, you see, I can't read that with my glasses.
Diana, Jean. Lovely.
French.
So we've got because we filmed this on the Kindle because it's the only thing we've got that will do it.
Well, it's not.
Well, it is.
Well, it's not.
Are you going to be argumentative, Paul? Because if you are, you can just go.
We could do it on my tablet.
Yeah, but your tablet's rubbish.
Ah, right. We could do it on the phones.
Yeah, but the phones don't work. The cameras aren't very good. So we've got the Kindle mounted and it's a little bit further away than usual so we could fit Paul in. So, lovely.
Blue Killian.
Hello, Brian. Hello, Blue Killian. Hello, Gareth. Thank you, Rob. It's like a work of art, isn't it? I know, I love it. I do wear it occasionally for the chat. Do we ever use Skype? No, I've never used Skype. I know people who do.
I do.
Hello, Wendy. Hello, Pag.
Hi, Pag. I use Skype for work.
Paul uses Skype for work. I don't do things like that at work.
Well, no, you don't. You've got a telephone.
That's right. I use the good old telephone, which I much prefer because sometimes I don't want to see people. Yeah, especially if they're not very nice.
Oh, I've got. Yeah.
What, Paul? What are you doing?
The chat wasn't working on my thing, but it is now, so I can read things.
I can barely read, actually. It's at arm's length, and that's just about the, distance that I can read. Yes.
Hi, Jill and Ian.
Hello, Jill and Ian. Welcome.
Vinny, I find that with Skype, you always spend the first 10 minutes talking about the fact that you haven't been able to connect on Skype, or it's taken a long time to connect. And then you spend about another 10 minutes talking about the weather. And then you actually get into the meeting.
Why would you spend 10 minutes talking about the weather?
Because people do. If you've got somebody
do that
in
on
Australia,
the phone. What's the difference?
Well, exactly. There's no difference. There is no difference.
You can just see them.
I just wish we could get onto Skype meetings, start the meeting, and get the meeting over and done with. And that's it.
That's because you're a professional businessman, Paul, who likes to do things efficiently.
Blue Killian thinks your shirt looks like camouflage.
Camouflage. I love camouflage. It's not camouflage. No. Hello, David. Hello, Greta. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Jen. You mentioned fingerless gloves.
Oh, I can read those.
Then later on, an advert came up for them. Oh, good. Yes, these are the fingerless gloves. These are the turtle doves fingerless gloves.
I've got invisible ones.
Paul doesn't need them because he's got well-insulated hands.
He's fat.
Mine are thin and bony, like witches' fingers.
Craggy.
They're not. They're very... I've got elegant hands, I think you'll find, Paul. I dance with my hands.
What do you mean? You prance. I'm not sure about dance. Yeah.
It's a skill. It's a skill. Hello, Debbie.
If I lean forward, I can read it.
Well, then you should bloody say hello to people then.
Hello, Debbie. Hello, Jean. Hello, Plain Aviation.
Plain Aviation.
Yeah, I can read. That's too far. If it was a bit closer, I could read it. If I just lean in like that, I can read that perfectly.
Yes, that's too close. Paul, you're too warm.
He did say a minute ago.
I don't need to put the heating on. I just sit next to Paul of an evening. Do we watch planes from our mansion? Well, wish we did have a mansion. I don't actually. No, I don't wish we had a mansion because it would be more to clean.
Yeah. But if you had a mansion, you'd mostly have the money to have a cleaner to not clean the mansion.
That's true. Yes,
but that's
we do.
more money that you have to earn to have the cleaner, to have the mansion. So actually, it's not worth it.
We finished. Have you finished, Law?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
we do watch the planes from the house. We can see them taking off from Heathrow, and we can see them landing at Heathrow. You can continue now, Paul. Well, hello, Mark.
Oh, look,
hello, Vixter.
I've got some.
What?
I got some sellotape on my bangle. I was taking sellotape
Paul,
off boxes.
You have to say hello to people when you do a live chat.
Hello to people.
Hello, Anna. Hello, Debbie, Vixter, Sam. Who's that? Louis Powell. I can't pronounce that name. Where I'm terribly sorry.
I can't read that.
I can't see.
Louis Powell.
Louis
Powell.
Louis
T. Powell.
Lovely, lovely. Hello, David. Hello, Karen. Lovely.
David, you're asking about would we get a larger polytunnel on the plot? No, we wouldn't.
Why not, Paul?
If we had more land, which hopefully we will have at our next house, I would have a proper polytunnel, not a green one, a proper big
white one.
A white one.
A white one.
Because actually I find the green one, I find it really, really good for the spring and for starting seeds off and getting everything growing. But I haven't had a lot of success actually growing things in the polytunnel, apart from possibly sort of Cavolo Nero over winter and things like that.
So it's useful in its
really
little
useful
way.
It's absolutely useful. But would we get a bigger one on that plot? No. But we will move the one we've got down by 20 yards.
Onto the new plot.
Yeah. We did find out yesterday that we're actually, the person whose plot it is, he's taking the shed with him.
The shed.
So we're either
all his rubbish.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
He is.
So we're either going to have to get a shed Or I think there is another shed that we can reuse on the site.
I
anyway.
want a Vivi shed.
Well, you can get a Vivi shed.
I want a Vivi shed.
Oh, Plain Aviation, they're in Austria.
Ooh.
That's lovely.
How lovely. Austria,
Yeah.
home of the Von Trapp family.
Well, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Before they went over the hills and far away.
That's right. Over the mountains. They climbed every mountain, didn't they?
I think, didn't the last one die a couple of years ago?
Yes.
The last real Von Trapp.
Yes.
Yeah.
You like my mug? It's got a bee on it and some sort of humps that the bee is flying over the humps.
Get the plot next to Vivi. It would be a bit difficult
It
to have
would be
the
a bit far
next to Vivi because it takes about an hour and a half to get there.
And we don't live in that borough.
No.
So we couldn't do that. We'd love to. Don't get me wrong. We'd never get any work done though.
We wouldn't, no.
We'd be chatting.
Vivi is sort of as far sort of southeast as we are southwest. So
we're not southwest, Paul.
Well, west.
We're west.
We're west.
Get it right.
Hello,
Carol Ann.
Hi, Carol Ann. Hi,
Paul
Anna.
is so dang cute.
Oh, Anna,
you're
just lovely, aren't you?
I'm
lovely?
so lucky to have Paul.
Yeah.
He's lucky to have me. I think you'll find.
Yeah. Oh, I could be so successful now if I hadn't.
Why is that, Paul? Don't be so rude. Honestly. Have we said hello to everybody? Red Bush Tea, Jane, welcome. Thank you very much.
Mark, are we moving house?
Well, we're looking for a house. We'd like to move to Wales.
Yeah.
Because we can get more bang for our buck and
more
land for our
hand.
I don't know. What rhymes with
hand?
Hand.
No.
Yeah. No, I can't say that word.
What hand?
No, I was going to say something else. I was going to swear.
Well, that's naughty.
I know, I am naughty though. I'm very naughty.
No. No.
Carry on, Paul.
Oh, look, I'm going bald. Look, there.
You're going bald? Yeah, you've got a receding hairline. It's the angle, I know. It's terrible. Why do you think I have my hair pushed forward? Receding hairlines all round. We are in our 50s. Don't do that. Comb-overs would not suit you. Just stop. Embrace it.
Oh, look. I'm T-file man now.
Oh, yeah, you do look like a bit of a slaphead. Anyway, back to Mark. Mark. We are looking for a place in Wales. We'd like to sell this old mansion and buy a lovely Welsh longhouse with some land and maybe open a little nursery for plants, not children.
Oh, yeah, not children.
I don't think so.
No. We could open
like a
nursery for kid goats.
I don't think so. I don't want livestock. I don't like the word livestock. I don't like keeping animals. And I certainly wouldn't kill animals for food. No, don't like it. Hello.
What do we most like about each other?
You've got to be quicker, Paul. You can't be sitting there going,
I think with Richard, it's his left earlobe. Yeah.
A long house, Karen. It's an old Welsh house, all on one level, sometimes with a little sort of mezzanine, which they call, I think, a crogloft.
Yeah.
But they're long houses, traditional Welsh houses. That's what we'd like.
We did go and visit one.
They're very thick.
About 3 years ago.
Thick walls.
And we really liked it. Really liked it. But unfortunately, it was raining and it was on a hillside and there was the
drainage wasn't very good.
There was a well at the back of the house and then the water split and went either side of the house. And you just knew that one day a river would run through it.
The drainage wasn't very good. And that's an issue. You've got to have good drainage in Wales.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the house will just get swept away. Let's see.
Oh, Jen's in Wales. Look at that.
Jen, you're in Wales. We'd like to go to mid to North Wales. That's what we'd like. because I'm fairly familiar with the area, having holidayed there as a child. And we have lots of friends and family in the area. So that's where we would like to end up.
Yes, at Blue Killian, my job, actually, I can really do my job from
Anywhere.
I haven't been into central London for my job, if you like, since Easter last year. So not Easter this year, Easter last year. I've been into London for social farms and gardens things, and a couple of other things, but I actually haven't been into London for my job. However, oddly enough, I will be going next week because we're just about to kick off Brendan Cole's February-March tour for next year. So we've got meetings in London about that next week. And when I say in London, it actually, even though we're on the outskirts of London, we're virtually as far west as you can go in London. It takes about an hour for me to get into central London.
Hello, Vesna in Slovenia. Kisses to you too. Thank you, Caroline. We love you too. Now, what's that? Pics and Sounds. Erica should help us to relocate. They live in the other end of Wales, don't they?
Yeah,
they don't live in the area that we want to go to.
They live nearer south, nearer where what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to think of Thingy's name. What's her name?
While you're thinking, let's move on.
Think. Erica lives in
thinking
south.
is too slow. Yeah, I think so. Well, the thing is, my family are from the northwest. That's where my sisters live. And I really would like to be a little bit closer to them. You know, none of us are getting any younger. And I think, you know, shit happens in life.
What? You said that word.
I'm going to say it again. Shit happens in life.
You're not allowed to say that word.
I am. It's my show. I think you'll find. Hi, Becky. Hi, Mandy. Kids and stuff. Hi.
Hi, Ronna.
Hi, Ronna. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. All of you. And if we haven't said hello, let us know, and we will very soon.
Jen says that Hugh is in Mid Wales. Yeah, I think he is further up. Yeah. Hugh.
Hugh. Yes. We don't know Hugh.
Well, we've not met Hugh.
No.
But like many people on here.
I don't think Hugh knows we exist.
Well, it wouldn't matter, would it?
Would it?
No.
Wouldn't it? No.
Well, Mandy, I always used to think it would be great to have a sort of little commune.
Oh, Linda's having the green tomato curry for tea tonight. How lovely, Linda. You're going to enjoy it. We've enjoyed it.
We have. We had it for 2 meals, and then we made it into a soup. I added some spiced pumpkin soup from the freezer to it. In fact, we had that freezer soup today. We had the soup from the freezer.
It was divine. Mark would like to retire to Cornwall. Oh, lovely. Have you tried your cake, Paul? Hello, Kenneth. Welcome. Have you tried the cake?
No.
No.
No. I didn't.
I'm surprised you've not brought us a piece in here to try live on air.
There was much more mixture than I thought, because
there always is with your cooking.
A friend of ours gave us some stewed apple, and which he doesn't like.
I don't like stewed apple. Don't feed me stewed apple.
So I made a cake. I've never made an applesauce cake before, and I started making the cake, and then I got halfway through and then realised I didn't have some of the ingredients. So, well, not some of the. I didn't have all of some of the ingredients, so I've had to mix and match and put things in. But actually, it looks really lovely. Yeah.
What do you mean mix and match? And
well,
put things in? Put flavours that go together.
I put Marmite in. I put oats in. I didn't have enough flour. I didn't have plain flour. I only had self-raising, and I didn't have enough self-raising, so I put oats in.
But it better be good.
I think it looks really good.
Did you put any sugar in
It
it?
smells really. Oh, yes, I did.
Good.
Yes, yeah. In
Like the
fact,
time-
our friend may have put sugar in.
Oh, very little.
Yeah.
It's like the time Paul made a cheesecake and forgot to put the sugar in. Yeah, that was interesting.
Well, Carol, we had a really lovely time in Anglesey.
Hi, Justin.
That was
Hi,
a long
Marion.
time ago, wasn't it?
I'm saying hi to people.
Hi. Yeah.
Anglesey, well, I know Anglesey well because we used to holiday in Rosniger and Triada Bay. Yeah. So I've been around Anglesey several times, been around the block.
When we
stayed
went
there, didn't we?
When we went to Anglesey, where did we stay?
Oh, goodness me, just outside Llangefni.
What was the hotel called?
I can't remember.
I'd quite like to go
nice.
back there. It had fantastic food. The reason I'd like to go back there is they had a brilliant walled garden, which they were about to refurbish. And it would be really nice to see if they have refurbished that. It was something
like Trezegowen or something. I can't remember.
Country House Hotel.
It was lovely. The rooms were a little tired, to be honest. Yeah. And we did have to get moved because the room we went into was full of dead flies. And I said, this is unacceptable. So they put us in the honeymoon suite.
Yes. Which the window for which was over the kitchen.
Overlooking the kitchens where all the kitchen staff used to take their fag breaks in the middle of the night. Yes. Anyway, so hello, Kathleen. Welcome. Anybody else joined us? I do apologise.
Thanks, Vinny.
We've got 73 people watching now. Thank you so much. What, Paul? What have you seen?
I'm reading.
Although winter might suit you better. No, I've got no desire to go to Australia with all those poisonous creatures crawling all over my bed.
I've just been watching a series called Glitch, which is an Australian series.
Violent, horrible series.
I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, you like violent crime. I don't.
It was quite good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Well, you can hit the thumbs up.
You can if you want to. You don't have to worry. Doesn't matter. We don't mind.
No. We're not going to go thumbs up, everyone, thumbs up.
No, we don't mind what you do. This is your show.
Do you often use Twitter? Well,
Paul does.
Yes, I'm on Twitter every day. Richard's on Instagram every day.
I prefer Instagram.
Though I did post the applesauce cake on Instagram.
I noticed. I thought somebody had hacked.
People said what a wonderful photo it was, much better than the usual photos. Not.
Hardy, hardy, har. How funny, Paul. You're so witty.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just read the bloody comments.
Are you off to an 80s disco after live chat, Richard, in that shirt? Yeah, he could be, couldn't he? Yeah.
This is not 80s. I do actually have an 80s shirt. And there's a big difference. There's a big difference. They weren't fitted like this shirt is. This shirt is fitted. You see?
My shirt is fitted.
I'm not.
My shirt is fitted.
Do you think I'd have hair like this if I was going to an 80s disco? I'd have a mullet.
Or could you backcomb it? Is that 80s?
I could backcomb it like a sort of Dave Stewart Bananarama thing. Yeah, I used to backcomb my hair.
Jane went to did she go to she went to an 80s thing or a 70s thing and she backcombed, didn't she, about a year ago?
Did she?
She looked fabulous.
Did she?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You
Maybe
do
Jane
remember,
will
you
share the
commented
picture
on
again.
it. Yeah.
I forget things.
Leg warmers. Oh, have you got leg warmers?
I haven't got any leg warmers. I used to have leg warmers, of course. I was a teenager of the 80s. I had everything 80s.
I didn't have any leg warmers.
No, that's because you weren't fashionable, Paul.
That's because I was fat. I didn't need them.
You're eating sweets at the same time, Sarah. You're so naughty. You shouldn't be eating sweets.
Don't eat too many, Sarah. I hope you're having your protein as well.
Mm-hmm.
A relaxing day. Mine would be...
The shirt is more in excess. Well, I think so. It's actually very, very now. It's I bought it last year, actually. There you go.
Sam's getting flashbacks of 80s discos and nightclubs in Guernsey.
What's your perfect idea of a relaxing day? Mine would be knitwear. Knitwear, warm cuppa and a book. What, you mean knitting? Actually knitting. My idea of a relaxing day is to go for a walk in nature.
Mm.
That's my idea of a relaxing day. To get out of the house.
In our car.
Did someone vomit on your shirt? No, Caroline, they didn't. It's la croix, sweetie. It's la croix. Hello, Melanie. Hello, welcome.
Dream compost bin system. Yeah, it would be covered. It would be made out of dark wood rather than scaffolding, not scaffolding, rather than pallets. But we are going to do a 3-system compost bin on the new plot, aren't we, Richard?
Are we? Mm.
I think I'll be making it and managing it. I don't think you'll be doing that.
I don't touch compost bins ever since a rat jumped out on me. I never went near a compost bin again. In fact, I didn't go in the garden for 4 years.
Did it jump out?
Yes, it did. It jumped out on me.
It had babies in our Dalek compost bin.
It's la croix, sweetie, la croix.
What?
It's a joke. Ab Fab. It's an Ab Fab reference, Caroline. If you didn't get it first time round, darling, then don't worry. Don't worry.
Just commented on the cake tweet. Thanks, Vinny. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Well, I won't, in an hour or something.
Open another button on your shirt and give it to Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell. I'm not going to start talking about that face. I can tell you what's happened to it. Have you seen it?
No.
Whoa, sister, I'll tell you. That's not a good look.
I do know what he looks like and who he is, but I don't really watch any of those programs. It's like when people start talking about the Kardashians. I have no idea who they are. I mean, I have no idea who they are, but if they were sitting in this room now, I wouldn't be able to tell you who they were.
Neither would I.
No.
Sorry. Key Garden, good evening, welcome. Thank you everybody for joining us this evening, where I'm joined with Paul.
You're
Paul.
not joined.
Not joined.
You're joined.
We're not conjoined.
No, we're not conjoined twins or anything.
No, because somebody said we've got the same hair. I think mine's a little bit thicker than yours.
Yes, that's because I cut mine off and stick it on Richard's hair. That's why. It's much thicker.
Yes. So, Jeannie, she made a lovely apple-topped cake. How gorgeous.
Did you see that lovely
Have you ever
cake?
been to Sri Lanka?
No,
I haven't been to Sri Lanka, but my grandfather worked there when I was a child. I was born in Knutsford in Cheshire at Cranford Lodge Maternity Hospital, which is no longer there. There we are.
And is that near Sri Lanka?
No.
Right.
It's in Cheshire.
Right.
Cheshire in the northwest of England.
Where the
That's
cheese
where I'm
comes
from. And the cat.
Cheshire cat.
Yes. That's right. So.
I think I prefer the cheese.
You prefer
Everyone
the
likes
cheese.
your shirt, Richard.
You love my hair. What do I use on it? Okay, I use a shampoo by L'Oreal called Silver Shampoo with magnesium. Don't know what that does, but it does something, which keeps my hair looking grey. And then before I blow dry, I use a heat styling spray and then a small amount of product, which is called Curls Rock Amplifier by Tiggy or TG. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. There we are. And then I blow dry with a diffuser, and I've just washed, so that's why it's looking terribly curly at the moment. It will look calmer tomorrow, and the wash will last about 3 days. There is a video on our YouTube channel which shows
Is
my
it?
hair care and skincare routine.
Oh, God.
What do you mean, oh God? Of course there is. You saw it.
Did I? I think I might have said I'd seen it and didn't.
Oh, well, you're lost.
My hair care regime is to go down to the allotment and get really lost in bushes. So I get lots of twigs and things in my hair. And then I come home and I wash it with water and some gooey stuff. And then I let it dry.
They didn't ask about your hair care routine.
I thought people would love the thing. And I think the twigs really help separate the hair and get into the follicles of the head and keep it nice and fresh. So give it a go. It's definitely worth it. 2 different regimes.
That's why mine looks like this.
And that's why I got a big forehead.
That's why his looks like that. We have a good friendship. Seems very interested.
What's that?
Well, we've been together for 27 years, dear. 27 years.
Going on 28.
Yeah.
Going on.
Oh, yeah.
Going
in gay
on
years, in gay
28.
years, just talking across me, honestly. In gay years, that's about 140 years. Yeah. Have we ever visited Candy Gardens in Guernsey?
Well, yes, I've visited Candy, and Sam McMillan, who's also on here, will have visited Candy Gardens quite a few times. And also the library there, the Prio Library at Candy Gardens.
Why have you never taken me?
Actually, we've never
quite
been.
Camp, Candy Gardens.
Candy Gardens is actually on quite a steep slope in Guernsey. It overlooks St Peterport, and it's on quite a steep slope. And I think when we have gone to Guernsey, Mum and Dad, their mobility is not good enough to walk on Candy, so we've never been there.
No,
but you've never been to certain parts. You've never been to Sonray
half
Park.
Of the island.
No. There's
Anyway,
whole loads of places.
Let's move on, Paul. Move on. How did we meet? We met in the West End.
We didn't.
Well, it was off West End, was it?
Yes, it was off West End.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which theatre was it?
It was the Young Vic.
The Young Vic Theatre in London's Theatreland.
Yeah. Caroline says she can't get past 10 in heterosexual years.
Well, I don't think many of them can these days.
Oh, Sam was at Candy Gardens last year.
Lovely. Are we entertaining Halloween? Now, we've been having a think about this because we did a couple of things for Halloween last year, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're going to do for our Halloween special. Because it takes time and preparation, good makeup and lighting.
2 police cars have just gone down the road.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they found me. When did we know that we were in love?
I think next Tuesday.
I don't think that's happened yet.
No.
No, we fell in love straight. No, it wasn't straight away.
No, it wasn't.
It was a few months, actually. Yeah. After you'd cooked for me for a few times, and I'd made you a baked potato with baked beans.
Yeah, he had. He didn't cook anything.
I didn't cook in those days. I couldn't be bothered.
Go round to his place and he had baked potato with baked beans and cheese.
Do the same as we did for Christmas. Well, we'll do something. It won't be as long as the Christmas special because that's Christmas, isn't it? We need to keep that for Christmas.
And you only had a single bed.
When we met?
Yeah.
Well, I was renting a room in a house share.
Yeah, and the radiator was right next to it, so your bum was either burning or freezing, one or the other.
Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of the intimate details, Paul. Christmas special, we'll be thinking about that as well. That again took quite a bit of planning to do. Well, yes, Paul. Oh. Yeah, you weren't the one planning it, were you?
Well, I was cooking.
You weren't the one editing it. No.
I was also so ill. I was really...
We both had colds.
Yeah, you had a cold.
You had the flu, I think. Yeah, so we will try our best to provide seasonal entertainment for you at all times.
Yeah. Oh, Pag's on his way home.
Elvira. Now, you know, Caroline, I've been thinking about doing Elvira, and I've looked into the costs of being able to get the wig and the necessary chesticles, it would cost me too much, love.
You could borrow my
Cost me
chesticles.
too much to do. I'd be able to do to there, and that would be no good because Elvira is famous for her beautiful bazongas.
We watched her the other day, didn't we? In
We did. She was on RuPaul.
RuPaul's Drag Race. Not sure what season it was, but it must have been 4 or 5, something like that.
So Christmas special could be great if we had Vivi as well. Well, we'll have to talk to Vivi about it and see what's going on. Hello, Anne.
Hello, Bill and Bal.
So you've been to Guernsey, Jersey, and Sark. Not Sarky. It's not Sarky, Anne. Just Sark. There's no Y on the end.
Sark is lovely. Sark is glorious. Yeah.
Bill and Val, hello. When can we start work on the new plot? A few weeks?
A few weeks. The guy who's clearing it, we met up with him yesterday, and he's moving various things off, including the shed.
Yeah.
But we think there's another shed on site that we can put there instead. So 2 or 3 weeks. Contractually, our tenancies finish at the end of September and start again on the 1st of October.
Is it expensive to live where we are? Well, we live in London, so the cost of living is, slightly higher in London, depending on where you shop. And property prices are quite high. So we do have a mortgage, and we're not actually particularly wealthy. We're quite poor. We're not.
We were very lucky that we bought in '96, our first place in '96, just at the time that the property started taking off.
Yeah, but we're not wealthy by any means at
No.
all. So we live hand to mouth, literally. Hello, Robert. You're in the doghouse. Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that. How is Mum? Mum's okay, isn't she? She's doing very well.
Yeah.
Very well. Thank you for asking. We've got 90 people watching at the moment. Welcome to everybody. Say hi if you've not done already. You don't have to if you don't want to. No, that's the beauty of this show.
Yes, we will be doing a plan. There's 2 questions there about the new plot. We will be doing a plan of the plot, and in fact the 2 plots, and moving things around from one to another. And we will be showing you the process that we go through in order to do that, which at first is going to be measuring up and then doing things on paper. And then we've got software on the computer that we use to actually lay out the beds and mark them up.
Lewis says it's insane what's happened in London. What you mean about house prices, you mean? Well, it is, but you know what? Fingers crossed, it benefits us. It benefits us. It's always an investment property in London.
Yeah, Robert, mum she's great. She's been a fabulous mum always, and has been very strong. She's always been a sort of a go-getter for the family and herself.
She's a trooper.
Yeah,
absolutely. Hello, Valerie. You've been picking green worms out of the underside of your kale. How lovely. No. How lovely for you.
So is that cabbage white? I can't remember. I can never remember quite exactly which caterpillars the cabbage white are. I think they are the green ones. But of course, they can just decimate a plant. A couple of them can decimate a plant.
And overnight. What software do you use to plan the gardens, Paul?
We use one that is actually from Grow Veg. I think it's also available through Sutton's.
Is it free?
No.
Oh.
No. But it's something like, I think we paid for 3 years and it was something like 30 quid, something like that.
That's expensive, isn't it?
Well, it's not as expensive as the editing software for YouTube.
No, that's true. That's true. The Romantic Garden. Hi, welcome.
Oh, I love that name. Where's that? Oh, there, yes.
What?
Hi, the Romantic Garden. That's a rather lovely name.
Well, it is lovely.
Yes, green worms are just extra protein, Nancy. I do remember I was at my auntie Kath. I must have been about,
is this going to make me gag?
9 or 10. and I had she made a fabulous cauliflower cheese. And as I was eating into the cauliflower cheese, there was a big green caterpillar in it, which had been nicely steamed. And I just thought,
no, that's even worse.
I just thought, oh, well, it's got a cheesy topping. So I just ate it. Yeah.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. I would have vomited on the plate.
Alan, is it available as an app? It's available as an app on iPhone, but it's not available at the moment on Android. But apparently they are doing one on Android next year, or for Android next year. So if you look at Grow Veg, that should come up.
No, Vinny, they're far too common.
What?
Tattoos. I'm sorry.
No.
Everybody's got a tattoo. We're the odd ones out now, and I like that. Mm-hmm. You collected seeds for the first time in your life.
What? What seeds?
Richard, have you injured your hand? No, these are cashmere. These are cashmere fingerless gloves.
Oh, dear.
It's not a medical aid. Really?
Oh, I love that. I did see you posted, or somebody had posted that earlier. That's great. Yeah. Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go up the street to the shop with your...
People think I'm wearing a medical aid. Well, I'll have to ask them to come up and touch them, because these are cashmere. And they're not blue, they're green. Honestly, medical aid.
You broke both your wrists. Yes, Richard is so fashionable. He is.
Of course.
He is, yeah. I'm fashionable for 10 years ago. Or maybe a bit longer. Don't mock his gloves. Oh, mock turtle gloves.
Sharon, was it you? Was it you who sent me that gift?
I think
if it was, thank you. Flannel's always in fashion. I wouldn't go that far.
Is this flannel?
It's like a flannel,
Oh,
yes.
right.
Yes, it is. What are we having for dinner tonight? Oh, Kazakhstan. Hello,
wow.
Kazakhstan. How fabulous.
Could you find Kazakhstan on the map?
Yes, I could. What? Is that some kind of challenge? God, I nearly swore then again. I nearly swore again. I have to be careful. We're getting near towards 6:45. That's not the watershed, is it? 7 o'clock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What is the watershed?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
I look different today. Why do I look different? It's mostly because Richard threw my hair back.
I think it's because of the camera that we're using.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
It's the angle. That's why. And he's got his hair parted in some ridiculous way.
Well, you did that.
Just mess it up a little bit. Just, God's sake. Got no idea at all. It's very blonde, Paul. Very blonde. It's gone blonde in the sun.
Do we have a circle of friends worldwide?
Sort of.
Yeah, I mean,
not worldwide.
Well, we know some of our friends that when we first came to London, we obviously got to know quite a few people, and some of those have gone to New Zealand. So we've got 3-4 sets of people in New Zealand. We've got one in Australia. We have a friend in New York, Canada, Montreal,
France.
But yeah, I wouldn't say
not worldwide.
No, we're not that well travelled, really, are we?
Well, we're not well travelled because for the past 20 years we've been looking after house cats. We couldn't travel anywhere. Okay.
It's a bit Batman, Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was a bedhead. Did you decide what to do with the lavender?
The lavender is processed. It's all sorted.
Yeah.
Some are in
jars.
jars.
Some are in cotton. Some are in oil. Some are in the compost bin.
Oh, carry on, Paul. Make it interesting. Yeah.
They were all over the floor for 2 days.
Well, I was cutting all the heads off, for goodness sake. Honestly. Was that a troll? Sashay away. Really?
Alan, if you like meat, you eat meat, eat meat.
No, we don't mind.
Don't mind, no. I mean,
not judging.
No. Enjoy your rump steak.
Hello there. Quick hi from Scotland from Murdo Grieve. Welcome, Scotland.
Murdo Grieve sounds that sounds like a sort of Scottish
lavender
detective,
cookies,
doesn't it?
I don't fancy cooking with lavender. I don't know why.
I think you should.
I just don't know that I like the taste.
Make some lavender. Well, I don't. I like the taste. I think you should make some lavender shortbread.
I'm not making them for you. Not anymore, anyway. Hello. I'm in the toilets. Are you not, Roger? How nice for you. How lovely. Somebody's got to be.
What are your favourite meals?
Our favourite meals? Well, for me, it's risotto, lasagna, or some kind of spaghetti dish. Yeah. What's your favourite meal, Paul?
I like egg chips and peas.
Oh, I love egg chips and peas.
Chips and
absolutely.
If I'm going to make something, I think the butter bean and cider casserole is one of my favourites.
I do like Earl Grey, but not all the time. I get a bit sick of Earl Grey after a while. It's too much. I prefer a nice strong builder's tea most of the time. But I don't drink a lot of tea. No.
Personally, I like a strong builder. So there we are.
Do you, Paul?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Runner beans with everything at the moment. Well, Jeannie, yeah, I think a lot of people are having runner beans with everything. We're not.
No.
We're letting them dry because we dry and then use them over the winter in chilies and things.
Not as the runners, as you know, beans themselves, like kidney beans, just like kidney beans. Yeah.
What gardening TV show has been your most loved? Well, I suppose it has to be Gardener's World.
No, I do like tea, Sharon. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like to drink the scented teas all the time. I like to have them as a treat. So Earl Grey, I love. I love all those teas, Lady Grey, all of them, but I don't like to drink them all the time.
You like to swap and change?
Yeah, I like to swap and change. So no, we do love tea. I don't drink it all the time, though. I have to be careful with my caffeine intake. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. What are you doing now?
I'm just showing Nigel's Robert's thing about Nigel and Monty. Yeah, Gardener's World, do like it. I prefer Monty. I don't like the way they go to other places and visit huge gardens which actually have no relevance to the general gardener in the UK. I really like the way that Monty's plot is in different sections. I think that's really helpful. We like a bit of Beech Grove.
Beech Grove Garden. We love Beech Grove Garden, absolutely.
We're sort of getting used to the new lineup of presenters, though. It's a bit too jokey and chummy at the moment. We'd like a bit more activity and less oh, I love that flower and I love that flower and I love that flower. Could do without that, really.
Yes. Oh, we don't mind the trolls because actually, dear trolls, we feel sorry for you because you weren't loved as children. There we go.
Now, Murdo Grieve, I've been to Aberdeen. I did love Aberdeen. I thought it was quite grey with the granite, but the museums in Aberdeen were just fabulous.
What kind of television can you not stand? I'm not into soaps particularly. We don't watch
You don't watch
soaps.
soaps.
Unless they're the classic soaps, Dallas and Dynasty.
And
which
then Richard puts his shoulder pads on to watch those.
Which I love watching little snippets of on YouTube.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Fantastic.
Who knew? I didn't. I didn't know you were watching snippets of them on YouTube.
Well, you don't know what I watch on YouTube.
No, I don't know what he watches on YouTube.
Why would you?
No.
You don't sit over my shoulder watching me watch YouTube on my phone, do you? No, you don't.
No,
do
I
you?
Don't. No.
I'm not particularly into reality TV unless it involves drag queens. I'm not particularly into programs like, magazine programs like The One Show, stuff like that. I can't stand light television. No.
Have you finished?
No, I've never finished. You were binge watching Pie in the Sky. We love things like that. We like older programs where, they seem to care a little bit more about the viewer rather than the action. I find full-on action series where it's action, action, action all the time too much. I don't mind the squealing people outside. I don't mind the odd action movie, as long as it's tongue-in-cheek. Yeah.
No, we haven't watched Years and Years yet. We will catch up on that. Rosemary and Thyme, an absolute favourite. But again, like Murder, She Wrote and all of those, most of you seen each episode about 5 or 6 times.
It's just people going past and being noisy. Shut up! That stopped them. Sorry, I'm just catching up. Love Island, never watched it, never will watch it.
No.
Think that's a load of old bollocks,
I saw on Netflix, there's a new thing on Netflix where they all end up shipwrecked people end up unknowingly shipwrecked on an island, and mysterious things start happening on the island.
That's Lost, isn't
I just thought that's just a remake of Lost.
Which we gave up on.
It's a remake of Lost.
We gave up on Lost because we were so bored, frankly.
Yeah, but it's Lost, but they're also all being controlled because there's cameras everywhere, there was another thing called Tontine, which...
Richard and Judy, I was a big fan of Richard and Judy. Oh, gosh, yeah, I loved Richard and Judy when I was on the dole, when I was unemployed and unemployable.
I can't stand those.
I loved Richard and Judy. It was fabulous. Supermarket Sweep used to be on as well with good old Dale Winton. May he rest in peace.
Has he died?
Dale Winton died ages ago.
Before Cilla Black?
I can't remember whether it was... No, it was after Cilla Black, wasn't it? Was it? I can't remember.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
Birds of a Feather. Yeah, I used to love Birds of a Feather. Dorian, one of my favourite characters. Nick and Ann Diamond. Yeah, I wasn't into that one.
Don't know them.
No.
Oh, yeah.
That was Breakfast, wasn't it? It's coming back, Supermarket Sweep. Wow.
With Rylan Clark.
Rylan Clark. Rylan. It's R-Y.
All right.
Rylan. I probably won't see it because if it's a daytime... I don't put the TV on during the day. Paul does in the afternoon. Yes.
And I usually
Dale Winton died. Yeah, he died, didn't he? Did he? Didn't he?
Google
Dale,
it. Someone Google
are you dead, Dale?
I often watch reruns of Murder, She Wrote in the background. I'm working on my tablet sometimes down here, and I have that in the background. I know exactly what's going to happen, who's killed who, and what they're going to say next. But
I don't know how you can work with TV on in the background. I can't do that. It's a bit like
having music on in the background.
I can't do that.
I can't do that.
No, I can't. I can't work with distractions. I have to focus.
You work
focus,
with me.
Focus.
Work with me. Your nose is quite shiny.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Doesn't show up on camera. No. Yes, he did die. Yeah, I thought he had.
Aww.
He died in between George Michael and Cilla Black. Oh, bless them all.
Not when you say in between, not
May they rest in peace.
on either side.
Yes. Murder, She Wrote, it was another person
Yeah,
you didn't want to be friends
absolutely.
with if you
Every
knew
time
them.
you're a relation or a friend, and she'd come and visit you, and somebody in your household would die, or in the hotel suite, or
Cabot Cove, murder capital of the year.
They go to a restaurant and somebody would be killed with a frozen salmon, I think it was, on one episode. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, and of course, Midsummer Murders. Yeah. And Vera. Have you murdered someone?
Have you murdered somebody, love?
Go on, do the bit.
If you have, I'll find out you know, love.
Yeah, I like it when it does that.
Yeah. I'm going to vape now. Vape break. Your favourite part of the show. Vape break. Where I vape and blow rings. Skills.
Rod, yeah. Rue. Rue, that's quite funny. Yeah.
Okay, Kenneth.
Oh, elderberry syrup. Kenneth, let me know. Can you go to Planet Vegetarian, the Facebook group, our Facebook group, and put about elderberry syrup?
Cilla Black was a famous pop star of the 60s and had shows in the 70s and 80s on television. She was very famous. She was friends with the Beatles, and she was a big TV presenter, very friendly with Dale Winton and Paul O'Grady. They were great friends. Yeah.
And
I'm vaping now.
Pics and sounds. Yeah, the plans for the new plot, we will roll those out as we get as we know what's happening, really. The first thing that we're going to do is accurately measure the new plot. I know exactly what the measurements of the top plot are. We're going to measure the new plot. There is a pergola that is staying, and we have a thornless blackberry that I think can go there. There's a big grapevine that really needs to come out, but those plans, they're being mulled at the moment. We haven't really sat down and thought about exactly what we're doing, but we're thinking about certain things like moving the polytunnel, getting a new shed, doing compost.
Hello, Cormac. Welcome. Thank you.
Hi,
What's
Cormac.
my flavour? My flavour's menthol. Menthol.
Thank you, Carol Ann. Yes, my outfit is very classy. Yes. Yeah. I was about to say something about Scylla, but I don't think I better. No.
Why? She's not going to haunt you. She's dead.
No. Well, I don't. Well, what I'm about to say about Scylla is not about. I used to know somebody who knew Scylla, but it wasn't Cliff Richard. I mean, he did know her, but what I'm about to say didn't come from him. But the other person that I did know that knew Scylla quite well did say that she was always, she had to be number one. But you know what?
That's stars.
That's stars.
That's what happens to stars.
There's very few that aren't like that. And really, to get to where they get to, they need to be like that as well. The entertainment business is a cutthroat business. Don't think it's not, because it is a cutthroat business. Yeah.
Paul knows. He's worked in the business.
Well, you have as well.
So have I.
Smoke rings, Richard.
I've done them. Did you not see them?
I didn't see them.
I was doing them while Paul was talking. Were you too engaged in what he was saying?
I wasn't looking.
It's rather unusual if you were. Will you talk, Paul?
No, I'm watching.
No, you've got to wait. I can't do it if you're looking at me.
Breathe in. Yes, she did.
Yes. Very naughty, flying to New York to buy clothes. Really.
But actually,
really
when Concord was around, that was a big thing. You know, people would go on Concord to New York for a day trip. I mean, literally, they did it in Ab Fab, didn't they? I mean, they did that in Ab Fab, and many people did. I mean, what we don't have now, we don't have that joy of air travel like we used to. I don't know if you remember, but if you're around the 70s and 80s, it was a big thing when a star came through, and you have Paps at Heathrow.
That's paparazzi
at Heathrow taking
waiting.
photos of stars as they came off the planes. Now, either they get shuffled elsewhere, or obviously there's an awful lot of private jets.
Yes. Which there shouldn't be.
A person I know manages an awful lot of private jets for the entertainment and movie industry in particular, flying people around for premieres and that type of thing.
Mm-hmm. So Paul's met quite a lot of people.
Yeah, loads of people.
We've got a couple of minor celebrity friends. Yeah, they're just minor celebrities. A bit like us. We're Z-list. They're a little bit above us.
I suppose the most famous person I've ever
Green
met
Raven High
was Madonna.
Madonna. He met Madonna. Oh, yeah.
And that was in a work capacity.
Yeah.
It's not, bumped into her at a restaurant.
No.
But there's lots of people.
He's not going to start reeling off a list like some kind of show off.
No. But there's,
quite a few.
Actually, most
Hello, Heather.
Most of them have just been pretty.
Hello, Dee.
Lovely and normal.
Hi, Onoli. I can't read that. Onolito. Hi from Japan. Hi, Japan. Lovely.
Japan. We've got people on Planet Vegetarian from Japan, and they love sharing their meals and the forest walks they go on.
Was Madonna nice?
Yes.
She was nice. She is nice. She's nice.
Yeah.
She's a control freak, but she's nice. I think she's nicer since she's had kids. Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
No, we wouldn't know. We're just making that up.
No, but I have met her once, so.
Living in Twickenham, met a load of actors in the day. Well, there are certain areas. West London's full of actors. It's full of BBC people because it's convenient for them. Madonna or Kylie? Madonna, definitely. I'm not a fan of Kylie. She's very sweet, but I couldn't listen to a whole album of that little voice, that thing tweeting like a budgie.
I did have one of the people that worked for me many years ago, who's now living in New York. He loved Kylie and met her on several occasions when she was filming things over here, didn't he?
Yes. How can you be both controlling and nice? Well, I'm quite controlling. I'm a bit of a control freak.
Yes, but you're not very nice, are you?
No, I'm not very nice.
So it's difficult for you to be controlling and nice.
Yes, that's true.
So he's controlling and I'm nice. Yeah.
I am a little bit controlling. I'm a bit of a control freak.
A bit. Suri McKellen, he's lovely as well. Yeah.
Where you live in Brighton, they're filming a film for Netflix. Lovely. Who is Kylie? Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue.
Minogue. That one. Australian singer. Pop princess.
Sam and I, Sam McMillan here, used to work at an art centre in Guernsey that I worked at. When Sam left, I took over. And I think that's right, Sam, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. And we met quite a lot of people. The one that kept in touch with me was Nikolai Demidenko, Sam. I'm not sure if you remember him, a concert pianist. And he kept in touch for quite a long time. But I haven't heard from him for about 10 years.
Nobody knows who he is. Have you ever met Meryl Streep?
No.
Hinge and Bracket. Loved Hinge and Bracket.
So Ian McKellen was
Kylie Kardashian. Who's that? I don't know who that is.
I would have. You see, Kylie Kardashian. I assume she's got a Kardashian name. If you put 5 people in front, in fact, if you put 2 people in front of me and said one of these people is Kylie Kardashian, unless one had a long beard and I could guess it was the other one, I would have no idea who this person is.
We don't follow them. Oh, lovely. Spoke to Carolyn Quentin after a play she was in. Lovely.
What play was that?
Love Sue Perkins. Yes,
Yes,
she's smart
yeah.
and funny.
Met her many, many years ago when she was
Oh dear,
Mel and Sue.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm very pleased that you enjoy the channel, and we're very pleased that it, gives you a little bit of cheer, because that's what we're in it for, to entertain people, to make people feel happy and engaged. So, thank you for your comment. Thank you. You'd like to meet Vivi. Vivi's great.
Yeah.
Absolutely lovely. Okay. Who are your favorite actors? Favorite actors? Oh, goodness me. That's a difficult question.
My favorite actor of all time, sadly, is no longer with us. I've said this many times before. Lynn Redgrave. Just adored Lynn Redgrave. She did a show called Shakespeare for my father at the Haymarket Theatre, and every time I saw the performance, I was in tears. Yeah, I suppose that's my favourite actor, but there's so many that come really, really close to that. I suppose my favourite actors are ones that I've actually met because I know them a little bit. I don't know them obviously in depth, but I know them a little bit. So actors like Tom Cruise, I couldn't say that Tom Cruise is my favourite actor because I couldn't.
Yeah. Rue's Life, you're going to meet Vivi at the Malvern Autumn Show, and Jane and Liz and others too. How fabulous. I'm sure you'll have a great time.
Absolutely. That's on the 29th, isn't it?
That's right.
Sunday the 29th.
How lovely. Hello, Charlie. You're watching this now. Well, we're live.
Now, Guru, I've obviously missed something. I love the name The Little Farmer's Farm, but why did you change from Guru Mafinda? Because I love that, absolutely love that.
Guru?
I do love.
I didn't see that Guru was here. Oh, Guru.
Little Farmer's Farm.
Oh, that's why I didn't notice. That's why I didn't see. Oh well.
Who is your decoration inspired by?
You like the pillow. It's lovely, isn't it? I got it cheap from TK Maxx. Love TK Maxx. Decor. Oh, I just do what I want, really. Whatever I can afford. It's simple. Our house is shabby chic.
Shabby.
I'll take no more of your rudeness, Paul.
Our stairs, when we moved in, we took the carpets up on the stairs, and we took the carpets up on the stairs. We took the carpets up around the whole house. Did all the sanding of floorboards and things like that. But our stairs stayed shabby for years, didn't they? For about 12 years.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like my shirt. Green Raven, do Jerusalem artichokes grow in the UK? Yes, they do. Oh, my lights, come on. Who have I missed? I may have missed a couple of people. I do apologise.
Carol Ann's picking up her cat's ashes tomorrow.
We remember that. We've done that a few times, Carol Ann. Actually, I felt terribly comforted when we picked up our cat's ashes each time from the vets. It was like they were coming home, and their molecules are with us in the house.
They're upstairs
in our bedroom. Yeah, lovely.
So, because that really was
where they
all
spent
of their favourite time. Was in the bedroom. So.
What's the scariest movie you've ever seen? Oh, I don't know. I find that one we watched recently, Insidious. I find that quite scary.
Yeah. There's a bit where the camera pans and suddenly you see something, and it's sort of like, have I seen that? And you realise you have, and that.
Is it possible to grow tea? Yes, it is. In the UK, there is a tea plantation.
There's a tea plantation down in Cornwall.
Teas are camellias, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's a type of camellia. Yeah.
And in fact, Kit, I haven't watched the video yet, but Kit's growing coffee. So if you
didn't say scariest, you said sexiest. Well, I don't know about the sexiest. Oh, I don't know. Sexy movies? I don't watch sexy movies. Really? Why would I want to watch a sexy movie? No. We always fast forward through the sex bits in movies.
Oh, yeah.
We get bored. If it's longer than 2 minutes, we
were watching Tales of the City. And
even gay sex.
It was sort of like, and it's like, oh, just
really get on with the story.
A minute so you can get on with the story.
We all know what sex is, don't we? Yes.
But yes, Grow with Kit. He's growing coffee. So if you don't know Grow with Kit, do have a look at his channel. Do
you still have your door curtain up? Yes, all year round, because in the summer it shades from the sun as well. It's a dual purpose curtain. That's right.
I think it's really good that, I mean, Green Raven, your dog, and Mandy as well, Pet's Ashes. I think it's really good that people are doing that, because I think it is a closure thing and it is a comfort thing. Well, it certainly is for us, as we said.
Have we ever seen The Room? No, I've never seen The Room.
Is that an old film?
I don't think so, no.
I'm sure there was an old film called The Room.
Well, I don't think this one is.
Oh, right, okay. Right.
No. Sorry, did I miss something? Yes.
1970s, was it?
Oh,
right.
No.
Maybe it is the one I'm thinking of.
We've got lovely little boxes with our cat's ashes in. Lovely, with their names on them. Very sweet.
Beach boxes, I think.
They're very sweet.
Or are they ash?
Our pets, well, I don't like to call them pets. I prefer the term companion animal. They were our life. We gave up our lives for them because we believe that if you take on an animal, you have to ensure that it has full enjoyment of its life, as fully as possible, and should be treated with the utmost respect and love. So we literally didn't go anywhere for 20 years.
Yeah, virtually. Yeah.
So anyway, that's the way it was, and that's what we decided upon.
Yeah.
Because they give so much to you. You know, it's important. Very important.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they do bury their pets, cats, dogs, hamsters.
We buried a couple of
cats. I'm not sure you're supposed to in the UK now.
No, but we did.
We
did a couple, but I prefer to have them cremated because I think the process of burying an animal is just so heartbreaking. I've done it a few times and it's just something I can't bear. It's bad enough being with them when they're put to sleep.
Yeah, it's good to hear, Sharon.
Are we fans of country music?
No.
Yes, I like a little bit of country. I used to be quite a big fan of Olivia Newton-John.
Was she country?
Yeah, she started out doing country, of course. Banks of the Ohio, Take Me Home, Country Roads.
Oh, was that her?
Well, she did it. She did one of the versions. I quite liked
Dolly Parton.
I like a bit of Dolly. And I also liked Glenn Campbell as well. And also, who was the other one? Who did Rocky Mountain High? Oh, God, who did Rocky Mountain High? Oh, what's his name? What's his name? Oh, it's completely slipped out of my head. John Denver, thank you. Like a bit of John Denver. He was good. So, yeah, you know, I don't mind a bit of country. It's good music. It's well written. There's stories to them. I like songs with stories, with a bit of depth to them, you know. I don't like all this sort of plastic pop music, which is just about somebody who broke up with somebody and he doesn't like me anymore. I don't like that. No, shallow and hateful.
David, you asked about no dig and cardboard boxes. If you can find an independent electrical store, they do fridge freezers and large domestic appliances, and most of those come in some sort of cardboard. So they usually get rid of their cardboard once a week. Certainly our local one gets rid of cardboard once a week. So maybe if you go in and find a shop like that near you, they'll be able to give you the cardboard when they're rather than chucking it out.
What a lovely idea.
They don't chuck it out. It goes to recycling. It goes for council recycling. But I'm sure they'll be happy to give it away to you, because then they won't have to pay to take it away.
Ode to Billy Joe. Love it. Love it. Love it. I used to sing that with a friend of mine when I was in a small cabaret act many, many years ago. We used to sing Ode to Billy Joe.
What's a small cabaret act?
Well, we did a few little working men's clubs, you know.
So it's a cabaret act working in small clubs.
Oh, whatever, Paul. Split hairs, why don't you? Waste time. Stop the kettle boiling.
Anna, we're going to transfer some of the compost from the lower plot to the new plot. So we most probably will get new compost, but hopefully we'll also be making much more of our own as well.
Oh, good.
Bye, Sarah. Have a good weekend.
Bye,
have a lovely
Sarah.
Time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Proudest moments.
Proudest moments. Oh, God. I don't know. Dunno.
I think one of my proudest moments was when I was working at the St James Concert Hall in Guernsey many years ago, which is where Sam worked before me. Sam Macmillan worked before me. And it had been a classical music venue. And even though it had been funded by the government of Guernsey and by taxation in Guernsey, it really was quite a highbrow venue and seen by many as a highbrow venue. And I brought the group or the band Miller Magic, which was Glenn Miller's nephew, over. And there were quite a few people who didn't want that type of thing going on at St James Concert Hall, because it would bring in the masses. Well, you know, the taxes of the masses have been used to pay for it. And it did incredibly well, really incredibly well. And Sam and my boss was really supportive of this. And that was a really proud moment, because Mum and Dad came to St James Concert Hall and they wouldn't have ever gone to it if it hadn't been for that. So that's a proud moment, but I hope they're going to be more.
I don't know. I've got no idea. No idea. Can't answer that.
Liz. Sorry. Liz, I couldn't remember your name earlier, Liz. It just went out of my head.
Hi, Liz. Welcome.
We were talking about moving to Wales. And I was saying that Erica was near, and I just couldn't remember, by the farm. And but anyway, there you are now. That's great. Yeah.
Okay. Lovely.
Sir Paul. Yeah.
Froze? Who froze? Me? You?
Have you had your face frozen?
No. No, I haven't. Honestly. I've always looked like this.
Sam, we proud moments at St James and embarrassing ones too. You're quite right.
I'm trying to think.
I drove Gwen Taylor the wrong way down a one-way street in Guernsey. That was really quite embarrassing. This actress that came over, and there were police coming up the right way, and I got stopped by the police. But fortunately, it was an uncle.
But that wasn't a proud moment, though, was it?
No, it was exactly. No, it was an embarrassing moment. That's what I'm talking about.
A proud moment. I don't know really. I did a little bit of acting when I was a child, and I was in an amateur production of The Sound of Music. I played Friedrich, one of the Von Trapp children. I was very proud then, I remember. It was a week-long run, and we did 4 performances, and there were 2 sets of kids, because you couldn't have kids working full-time every night. So there were 2 sets of kids, and I was very proud of that. I remember that was, you know, a shining moment. Recording in recording studio, making an album, that was proud. I was proud of that.
Yeah, but you don't like listening to that album, do you?
No, I don't. I don't like listening to anything from that period, because that period of time for me was a really dark time. My mother died, and you know, it was a dark time, and it just reminds me of that.
But it's a fabulous album.
Well, it's okay.
It's fabulous.
I'm proud of elements of it. So, you know, that's it. And that's how I shut down the discussion on that. Yeah. There we are.
Okay, Sharon, thanks.
Sharon, bye, love. Bye, Sharon. Thank you. Get on Escape to the Country. I've thought about it, actually, Jane.
Have you?
I have thought about it. You can apply. And they're doing that new one, aren't they? Escape to a market town or something.
Really?
Yes, they're doing a new version.
Escape to a side street. Will they do
the thing that annoys me about those programs is they look at the houses and then they say at the end, but Bill and Jean didn't move to Wales because they decided it wasn't for them. And you know, we don't want to be those people. No, we want to do it. We are looking, but the right place has not turned up. And like Liz has said in videos that she made talking about moving to Wales, we have a specific list of things that need to be fulfilled, criteria that needs to be fulfilled. And the place that we buy or move to needs to have all of the things that we desire. There we are.
Well, yeah. It has. There's a big list to tick.
Escape to a drugs den.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, what? You know. Yeah.
I don't think so.
The album was. It was called Human Animal, but it's not available.
No, it wasn't called. It was called Sensual Invasion.
Oh yeah, Sensual Invasion.
By the band Human Animal.
Was Human Animal,
and it isn't available to buy on iTunes.
No,
so
but
don't
it should
even try.
It should be, because it's so good.
There we are.
There we are. Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you.
Would we keep chickens?
I don't think so. I couldn't have them dying on me.
No, I think it's sort of 50-50.
I'd freak out. I'd freak out. If I came and found my chickens savaged by foxes, I would freak out and it would ruin my year.
Yeah, it would do.
So no, I'm not going to do that. I can't do the livestock thing. No. Only vegetables. I don't mind killing a few vegetables.
What about if vegetables get trounced by animals?
Well, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. No, I'm not that kind of person. No, I might be from the country, but I'm not a country person, but I like the country. And I know there are things we've got to get used to, all the dirt and mud everywhere.
Well, we have plastic and rubbish in our streets because people don't clear up outside their houses.
But I'm not looking to live on a farm. No.
No. I'd like to build a forest and an orchard. I would like to do that. And of course, to have a walled garden, that would just be fantastic.
To keep all those naughty animals out.
But you need lots of money to do that. So,
Richard,
generally.
What if Paul could just keep going by replacing them without telling me? No, because he'd get me to feed them. Can you feed the chickens today? No, because what if one of them's dead? No, I couldn't do it. No. No. Hello, Anthony. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We've got 988 people. It was 92. It's just gone down. Boy, you've put people off.
I have. A cave home in Gran Canaria. We've seen a number on the watching programs. We've seen a number of cave homes in Spain, and they do look sort of quite fun. But obviously, you need to get the light at the back as well. And I mean, they're built to accommodate light going through. I am going to a house that was on Grand Design several years ago, which is built into a hillside. So it's in a couple of months.
Anthony, we are in London. Okay.
Yeah.
I wish you get infinity subscribers. So do we. To infinity and beyond. That
You
would be
want
lovely.
fluffy chickens. Yeah. I mean, Mags from Mags has got fantastic chickens with fantastic plumage.
Has she?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Her garden and dinosaurs that live there.
Lovely.
Fantastic plumage on her chickens. So do have a look at that.
Yes. No chickens for us. Let's move on from the chickens now, shall we? Really?
Well, I think it's time to eat.
Yes, I think we're tying up now, folks, because we've been going for an hour and a half nearly, and that's enough. That's just enough now, I think. You'll find you can't get that in the West End for free. Oh, no.
Well, the strangest, most moving place I've slept was in a rectory in Sevenoaks.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't in the middle of the monkey forest jungle in Bali.
Oh,
then?
no, that was fabulous. Yeah. But it wasn't the strangest.
Well, it was pretty strange with those paper walls.
It was
raffia wall.
opposite General Wolfe's house. And yeah, it was really bizarre. It was supposed to be haunted, and I didn't get a good night's sleep at all. No.
Okay. So.
Bye, Anne.
Thank you, everybody. We're going to say goodbye. We could eat on camera. No. You wouldn't want to see Paul eating. It's not very
well.
good.
You film it when I make something, and then I sit down at the table to eat a meal, and Richard goes, "Oh, I think we'll just do a quick video."
Well, always, of course, because we give. We always
We're going
think
to post
of our
it on Planet Vegetaria.
We always think of our subscribers and the members of Planet Vegetaria, a Facebook group by Richard and Paul. Richard and Paul since 2017.
I do like that. Yeah.
We have to say that contractually now. Yes,
Do we?
We do. Yes, there's a contract. Did you not sign it, Paul?
No, I didn't sign that. No.
So we're going now.
You're very welcome, Mags. Very welcome.
Mags, thank you. Thank you.
Brownstone in Algeria. Do you mean a brownstone as in the brownstones in New York, or do you mean a brownstone building in Algeria?
I think it's probably slightly different.
No.
Thank you, David. Thank you. Thank you, Karina. I'm just looking at all the lovely goodbye messages. Thank you, Carol Ann.
Thank you. That's what you say. Who says thank you? Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yes, all right, Paul. Yeah. God's sake. So I wonder I get through this show with you. Really? Thank you. Goodbye. And I'm very sorry about Paul. We do apologize. You're very welcome, Lucy. Thank you, Guru. Thank you, Robert. Thank you.
Jamela, we're just going.
Oh, Jamela, honey. We're saying goodbye now, honey.
I'm glad about that, Robert. That's really good.
You can rewind and watch it.
From
again,
the beginning.
From the beginning.
From the very beginning.
With adverts.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Don't start singing now.
Yeah.
Don't start singing.
Sound of Music
really scare
again.
Everybody off.
That's Sound of Music, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. You liked it. Good. We liked it too. We thoroughly enjoyed our time here. Paul, you enjoyed yourself, didn't you?
Yes, I've enjoyed myself.
Good.
Very much, Richard.
We enjoyed it too. We never find it a chore.
Are we going to be here next week?
Next week. It's a good job you mentioned that, Paul. Well done. Next Friday, there'll be no live because we're having a friend over for dinner. with some Chianti and fava beans.
Are they going to be our own fava beans?
Yes, of course.
Our own frozen fava beans.
Work on a Sunday chat song. Paul, work on a song? He's never written a song in his life, honey.
I have written poems.
Yes, and they...
I won an
weren't that
award
good.
when I was 5 for a poem called Having Tea at the Zoo.
Oh, I'm sure it was very good.
It was. I had tea with seals. I didn't actually have tea with seals, but the poem was about that.
We're going now.
Yes, we're off, Jane.
We're saying goodbye.
We're off. Yeah, that
Yes,
will have
we're
been
going
50,
now. Well,
almost
you
50 years ago.
You should have been paying attention, Jane. Really. Honestly, that Jane Kelly sometimes. So, thank you. You can't listen to it. It's
Colin,
not
no.
available, Colin. I'm sorry. It's not available to listen to. It's totally...
It's never been uploaded to Tinternet or released.
No.
Sadly.
It's very, very
Sadly.
rare. Very rare. Yes.
Where is a copy of it?
I don't know. I use them as coasters, I think. Goodbye, and thank you, bloody thank you, to all the lovely people who've watched this evening, and we sincerely thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being with us and being our generous fans.
Jane was in the Sound of Music at school and burnt the stage curtains.
Oh.
They should have been fire retardant. They shouldn't have been able to be burnt.
Lovely.
Very bad.
So thank you for tuning in, and we'll be with you again on Sunday for
Sunday Chat.
Jesus, you're going to break the Kindle.
It did crack.
Its microphone can't take that kind of volume, Paul. Really?
Is that better?
So I'm going to press the button before you do. Oh, yes.
I might press the button.
No, you're not pressing. You're not allowed to press the button. It's my job. It's my Kindle. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it, Paul.
It's a red button. It's not a button, really.
It's a button.
It's an oblong. It's a red oblong.
Thank you.
Bye.
We're saying goodbye now. Goodbye. Time to dismount. It certainly is. Time to dismount and get on that cooker, Paul.
Oh, I don't think we
Spaghetti.
need anything. Spaghetti.
Nice, quick spaghetti. I think would be lovely.
Maybe just with olive oil and black pepper and cheese. Yeah.
Maybe. Kindle. It's my Kindle. This is a Kindle that we're filming it on, Carol Ann. It's my Kindle. It's the only piece of equipment that works.
We could sing a duet, but I can't
Paul
sing.
doesn't sing.
I can't sing.
And I barely do these
well, I
days.
can sing, but it sounds awful.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
You sing, though, don't you?
I don't sing very well these days. My
he
voice
sings
isn't
beautifully. You were singing.
What?
You were singing along to
Did
Madonna
you hear how
earlier.
horrendous it was?
No,
very
it was
difficult.
lovely.
Very.
It was lovely.
I find singing very difficult.
I thought that was lavender catching the back of your throat.
I was quite congested, actually. We're going down. We're saying goodbye.
There's some pink clouds.
Oh, quick, sunset.
Sunset.
It's time for the sunset shortly. I have to get up there and take some photographs for Planet Vegetarian and Richard and Paul on Facebook. Follow us.
all.
Instagram, everything. Do it all. Now. We're going now.
Bye.
We're saying goodbye now. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Say goodbye now. Do it now, quickly.